Tastes like nothing.
I'm sorry, how much?
$18.50. That's no drink, no sides. You have to pay for that separately. $18.50. They robbed me, you sons of bitches. For a burger that I wouldn't even serve at a high school for a ticket.
Right. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm Lord Manny Hayes. He's Marcus Grand Finale. He's a sick man podcast today. $18 for a double cheeseburger. That is ridiculous.
Absolutely. Not restaurant quality. Not on any type of brioche buns. I didn't even get any sesame seeds. No sides. I got a Coke. I didn't even look at the price. I'm pretty sure I spent $300 on just that meal that I couldn't taste, that wasn't any good. And Ryan even went to go get a burger and said, man, this ain't shit.
What did it taste like? Is it bland?
I don't know. I don't have a taste right now, man. My condition is death.
Hey, I was dying during the stream yesterday.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You were dying from fatigue and you had a little bit of a cold. And Manny, I want to also point out, that you went to the bathroom right before, I want to say, the Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley match.
Yeah.
You said you would be gone for 1 minute. You were gone for 1 minute and 2 seconds. I'm sorry. Ooh. You failed to come back in 1 minute time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because you said it won't even be a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know, it's really petty for you to even time me going to the toilet. What are you? What are you? So I would hate to be under your management.
You know, I'm a really good manager, Manny. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about other things. But if it's for points, for personal stats, for anything like that, I am the best timekeeper. But Manny, there's a lot to... Oh, go ahead.
That sounds like a game that people play when... I like games that you play and the other people don't know that you're playing.
Yes.
Because you always win somehow. It's the worst when you start losing that game that you're playing.
Yeah, Manny, I would like to call it the game of Pete Dunne, who has 22 wins
Ow!
this year.
Did you see that stat?
I was blown away.
Confused.
I was lost. They put the top wins on TV, and I was like, I've never seen this man win on TV. I'm assuming they're called main event stats. I'm assuming these are main event stats. And I believe we're also not counting he was wrestling both shows at the time. Remember, he was doing NXT and main roster.
Yeah, but main event isn't televised, so I don't know where he was getting these wins from.
I'm going to say the NXT wins count because he was doubling down. He was doubling down.
I tell you now, unless he was on AEW Dark, I don't know where he was getting these wins. I don't know where he was getting these wins.
I'm a little upset that Pete ain't got a title shot with all those wins.
You know, right?
He's racking them up.
He should have a title match. Man, he should have finished strong in 2022.
That list, I think when they compiled that list, they didn't even know what was going to be at because they were like, who had the most wins? Oh, I'm sure Jay has it. Jay was under Pete.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, this list is bullshit. And Bianca's racking them up in tag matches with Jade. And Jade, because she can't wrestle can't do singles like Bianca, is falling behind.
Yeah, but Jade wasn't even on the list.
She was. She was the last one on the list. She was the very bottom of the list. Bianca has 29. Jade has 21. Why do I have these stats memorized? Because I don't know. Because the Pete Dunne was start.
The Pete Dunne one was like, whoa.
What's going on here?
So, you were at the show. Let's just get into it. You were at the show.
Yeah.
I did the watch along, and then you watched the show over again. Was there anything visibly different from being in the arena to watching it live? Watching it back.
Not too much. I think it was a pretty accurate representation, other than, as I was explaining to you in the pre-show, the late LA crowd. It just kind of shows up in the third inning to every event. Doesn't matter what the sport is. We're either too high on weed or too busy in our life or stuck in traffic or spending money at merch stands. I don't know, but LA is very, very late. to the show. But most of the time, it was an accurate visible representation, other than the swapping of wrestlers in the front row. The actual celebrities stayed there the entire time, though. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
these people are here. There's Michael Shea. He's fucking drunk.
You know what was funny? You know Kev on stage from
Yeah.
All Deaf Digital. He posted that he should have been booing Hogan for the longest time.
I didn't even know he was on this. He was at the show. He was at the show.
Yeah, he was by the timekeeper.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it felt good. Like the booing of Hogan. Since let's just go to the first thing that I think the booing of Hogan felt like, because you never know what the reaction is gonna be. You don't know what kind of crowd you're gonna be under. LA is pretty liberal, but I don't even think this was political based. You just knew that I knew I was gonna boo. I knew Eric was gonna boo. Because Eric was like, because Eric even said, I was like, Eric, he ain't gonna be on this show. He wouldn't dare come and say, oh, fuck him. And then he showed up, and then I think everybody was in agreement of, I'm booing this man. And secretly, if he shows up, I am booing this man.
No, so I knew he was turning up like a few hours before the show because I prepared topics for that first 15 minutes I was on there when nothing was on. I was like, I need to fill 15 minutes to be able to talk. Because I ain't got you to bounce off and tell penis jokes and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got prepared. So I was like, I found out that The Rock and Hogan were going to be there. They were going to get promo time. And I was like, okay. So I reported that in the first 15 minutes. But then I saw the funniest reaction to Hogan from another streamer. The actual turn of her was so funny. Let me get this up.
Hold on, while you get that up, I'll put Levi, who hasn't been in the chat in a long time. Look like Turtle. He did. He did. He looks beat up and old. And you know what? There's part of me that actually felt bad for him. Just a little bit. Like, he deserves the boost. He's a piece of shit. But, you know, he's in his final days. Let's be honest. Hogan's in his final days.
Yeah.
You know what?
The man walks with a gigantic stick normally when he's not on TV.
Yeah. You don't want to see it like that. Like, you don't want to see anybody die like that. That's like getting booed at your funeral. That's what this was.
Do you want to remove the overlay when I hit open?
Sure. He doesn't change the setups. What about removing the graphics, right?
Yeah, unclick the graphic.
Okay, go ahead.
Holy hell! Holy
Look at the reaction, the turn away.
The eye roll, the back of the chair, the death, the instant I just been shot.
Brother! The hits just keep on coming! With Jimmy Hart!
Even Michael Cole, I didn't really catch that for Michael Cole. The hits keep on coming for Jimmy Hart. I think people are okay with Jimmy.
Yeah, look at the reaction. At least I was vibing to it when it was. Ah!
Yeah. But you know what? Here's the difference between you and her, Manny. I believe she's younger. She's younger. This is even worse for her because, like, this is old man shit. This is John Wayne walking out on TV on the stage. That's what this is. So I can imagine that reaction from a lot of people. Just like, oh, this is. I don't know how this ever worked. Let me tell you this, brother. Loudest reaction of the night was the Hogan Bulls.
Yeah,
even louder than The Rock's presence. People love The Rock; they cheer. Even louder than the gasp, the united gasp of the Undertaker's gong, which is always fun to see. Just like it's just everybody. It's as if Dad has come home and you've been fucking up. And oh shit, what's going on? And then after that reaction, Tippy was the second biggest reaction, I thought.
What did you make of The Rock's promo segment where he was basically kissing every executive's ass, Netflix, and then killing any potential future with Cody?
I hated it. I hated no his beginning promo. I didn't hate. I didn't hate it at the beginning.
Yeah.
I hated it after the show. His post show hate, or no, not even post show hate. Post match hate, because I'm like, oh, they're setting it up. They're setting it up. This is an alley hoop. He's gonna slam this Doug home, Eddie. He's over there being so nice. This is nice rock. He looks like a fragile old man right now with the gray beard and the scruff and the glasses. He looked old, beat up and shit. And he's over there, and all of a sudden he's like, Cody praise, but he also had that little jab and tell Mama Rose I said hi. And then he said, I'm gonna watch this tribal combat deeply and get, and then at the end of the match, when, jumping ahead just a little bit, when Roman is sitting there and Paul's about to give him the Ulafala, you see The Rock coming from the background, that very dramatic shot. You're like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's about to happen. Then he comes in and he asks Paul for the Ulafala. You're like, it's going to happen here. It's going to happen here. And then he puts the Ulafala on Roman. And it's like, oh, it's about to happen here. He's about to snatch that shit. Okay. He's going in for the hug. It's about to happen. Okay. Nope, it didn't. All right, Roman's going for the point one more time. Nope, it didn't happen. Oh, we're just going to end this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was the more infuriating thing, because you thought something was going to happen, and because I don't know if you caught it when you watched it back. On commentary, Michael Cole. I don't know if it was a slip up. Michael Cole said the High Chief is the only person that can wear the Ulafala.
Yeah,
and
I think
I don't know if a tribal chief outranks a high chief or a high chief outranks a tribal chief. I don't know.
The high chief outranks the tribal chief.
So
The Rock actually gave a full description of what it meant, Manny, in his promo to start the show. He set it all up. It was an alley hoop, and I was like, he's about to just go whop.
So I need the battle to be the ultimate chief or the chief of chiefs.
Yeah, the chief of chiefs. Bow down to the chiefs. Here's Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift in the wind. She took a king's head. Anyway, yeah, so they set it up perfect, and I was so like, oh, this nothing happened from this. Even the way The Rock looked disappointed at Jacob and Tama, who was down and out on the side, and Solo when he was walking by, he looked like those are his boys. Look what you did to my boys. That, and I'm so disappointed that there was no turn. And then even, skip ahead just a little bit to The Rock was on Instagram Live. Oh, he's truly doing something now. Oh, he has a terrible. He's been drinking, so things are going to go bad.
He was drinking and driving. Why has no one arrested The Rock? Yes. I need The Rock arrested.
I was about to call the police. And then he said he's going to be on NXT, and I was like, well, I got to see that. Okay, I'm going to jail.
And then, So I saw some clips of people actually reacting to The Rock's live.
Yeah.
There was a video of Drew McIntyre on the live. And then it was like, Drew was like, oh, so does that mean we can cuss? And The Rock's like, yeah, we're on Instagram Live. And then Drew's like, fuck, shit, pussy.
I will say this, just because I was talking about tribal contact and everything. I thought it was a little bit of a missed opportunity in this opening match. I thought the match as well. I thought the match came off better on TV than it actually did in the arena. Just the way the camera shots work, because you don't see all the setups or anything. You don't see Tama coming from under the ring, pulling the ref. You don't see Solo grabbing a kendo stick. You don't see. There's a lot of setup. Like, the match looked better. You can hear the audio of the dialogue of Solo yelling he loves him and all that. And Roman fighting back. So the match I thought was better on TV than it was actually live. And it was enjoyable. And I thought they should have ended the show with this, but I think The Rock had to leave anyway. For whatever reasons.
It was an okay match.
Jars.
It was an okay match. I just didn't feel it was that PLE level type match that I was made to believe. And I don't blame WWE. I blame every cultaholic, what culture, any fan trying to fan account or those news sites saying that this is going to be a PLE, this is going to be the Raw of all Raws and stuff like that. I had an expectation going into this that this is going to be a big deal. It kind of wasn't.
It was the way I would describe it would be the Saudi Arabia show. The original.
Yeah.
It felt like we're just here to appease our people who paid good money for all this.
Because I was expecting some type of bullshit to happen. You know, like you'd think like whether it would have been The Rock turning on him, or whether it be Paul siding with Solo. Because Paul did the fucking hand thing The Rock did when he was doing 1, 2, 3 and all that shit on SmackDown, and then nothing really came of it. Nothing kind of this Raw did not further any storylines for the Bloodline.
No, it didn't further any storylines for anybody. Actually, it just seemed like it. Yeah. It honestly felt more like a reset than it did anything. Let's put all the dominoes in play. Let's put everything in play for the new Netflix premiere. Which, you know what, I'm not going to be mad at them for this, but I'm also mad at them for this.
Yeah.
I wanted Raw. I wanted a real normal episode of Raw. I wanted bullshit storylines in the back. I wanted interviews. Like whenever big wrestler came out to talk, whether it's The Rock or John Cena, I wanted somebody to confront them. The only storyline that progressed in this show was in the middle of the Roman match, where Kevin Owens came out and threatened to power drive the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, but that Kevin Owens thing was that felt justified because this man's tried to ruin his life for 5 years. So it's justified him coming out there and add to the story, because Roman hasn't been involved in the Cody Kevin story, really, even though it is about him. That feud is about him, but he's not involved.
Yeah. He's the side chick. He's the side chick in the middle of a divorce. Like, this divorce is technically involving Mr. A and Mrs. A. Yeah. But Miss X out there was always she came in and ruined it.
Yeah, and in the same basis what Drew McIntyre's doing with Jay, Sammy, and whoever else he wants to fuck over.
So here's also some missed opportunities. I feel like in this opening match, I thought the first match should have shown everything they can do on Netflix. I thought it was going to be a full display. I thought we were going to, when Roman got hit with the stairs, I was like, I think we're going to bleed. I think he's going to actually bleed to show this is what we can do on Netflix. The Rock already said shit. I believe "Fuck You Solo" was not censored, and I think the crowd wanted to test it. The crowd wanted to test that shit so much.
Oh, it was great. It was great. Even I believe Jimmy even said it felt great that it was just uncensored TV. It was really good, just not to. Like I normally get the American feed when I get it from suspicious certain places. It's always bleep. It's always blanked out that even when it's happening during promos, it makes it virtually impossible to watch.
Or they cut the black or some shit like that. We're like, what is all this shit? It's so annoying. So it felt really nice to go back and watch all that. Can I also point out a point of the show? Manny, was Vince McMahon featured on this show at all?
No.
That's not true. That is not true.
Was he in the cold open? So
he was in the cold open, and it's the only mentioning of Vince, but not mentioning of Vince. So me and Ryan joked and said, the typewriter, those are Vince's hands. Those are Vince's hands. But no, the part was, it's a cut to see that they're never going to get rid of. It's the boyhood dream has come true. That's the only thing for Vince. And I was like, so
you know what one of my favorite lines of the show was? It happened during Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, where Michael Cole blames Edge or Cope or Adam Copeland or whatever he's going by. He is Cope. Blames him for manipulating a young Rhea Ripley into the judgment.
When I heard that, because I'm half watching Raw. The way I was watching it was eyes closed, kind of open, just trying to stay focused because I started to feel dizzy or whatever. But when I heard that, my eyes pretty much was like, oh shit, we blaming Edge. What did Edge do? Edge is at home.
Edge is a manipulator.
He manipulated a young, innocent Riri. Like, he groomed her.
He did. He groomed her for Judgment Day. Can't say anything about Priest because he's a 4-year-old man.
He makes his own decisions. But yeah, that was to me. I went, oh. So I guess should we just talk about the production overall? Just the differences, because there's little differences here. Like, I would like to talk about number one. I'm gonna buy me a referee T-shirt. I think they look really nice as a T-shirt.
I mean they look like janitor colors.
No, those look good. Maybe it's different. Like, even when I came out, I was like, oh, those look good. I still got to get me one of those. Those are some sweet-ass referee shirts. I would like to be at a gas station in the middle of a fight. You guys want to argue? You guys want to act up? Someone ring a bell. I got a referee shirt on. That's what kind of shirt that was.
Now you got to do like Apollo at the end of, was it end of Rocky 2? Ding, ding.
Where allegedly those two guys fucked at the end of that. That's all I know. That's all I know. It just seems like that happened. The way they were dressed, it just seems like they went out.
They went a different way of sparring.
Yeah, they didn't want to show that part. That's why we never saw it. But the referee closed. The new announce table, I don't think that shit's breaking.
That's not breaking.
And I think the wrestlers learned the hard way. Like when Roman took that first bump on that, he got the spinning solo or rock bottom, whatever you call it, out to the table. I went, Jesus! It was loud. It was
loud. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee did not know what to do.
Yeah, because everybody expected that shit to break. Then in every match, I believe there was a spot. Somebody was it Liv that got powerbombed on it?
Yeah.
Liv got powerbombed. I went, oh shit, Liv's dead. That shit didn't budge. CM Punk got did the pedigree. I was like, Seth knee might be broken. Nobody was prepared for that table. I would have been pissed back. No, you didn't tell me this was an unbreakable table. This shit was fucking painful as hell.
I don't know if the set is going to remain like this because it seemed very much like a very much like a location based kind of thing, but yeah. I like the lights up on the ring on the aisle. I don't know if that's gonna stay.
That's all Anywhere Dome.
Yeah, so
that's every night at the Anywhere Dome. The lights are there for the games. Just it changes.
No. Do you know how they had the on the way to the ring?
Oh, the little ramp.
Yeah, on the ramp there was nice little lights along there. So I don't know if that's going to remain. But that looked setup-wise, that looked all right. But obviously, that was set up to house as many people as possible in the thing because normally they have that big Titantron and everything just to cover things up. They didn't have that this time.
Yeah, and you couldn't do that at the Anywhere Dome anyway because they have the wall, which is for the Clipper fan base. God forbid, who that exists. It does for the hardcore fans to rally up. And, so the arena was set up. It's very unique, so it can't be like. So I was like, so this isn't the Raw set. This can't be the Raw set because they're using all the bells and whistles from the Anywhere Dome. They were using the Tron. So, by the way, the point I'm talking like I was in the action. I'll tell you how high up we were. Thank you, Sharpie White. Thank you, Sharpie White, for paying for these tickets. I know it cost you an arm, a leg, and maybe a liver. But, yeah, we up there. We were so high up, Manny. We were above the pyro. To the point where Ryan and Eric and I said, oh, fake pyro. Wow. Well, I guess they didn't want to bring it out. The pyro was there. When I watched on TV, I went, oh, dear God. They actually had pyro. Roman had pyro.
I didn't like all the drone shots. I felt like they were incredibly unnecessary.
I love the drone shots, but like you told me earlier, the quality of the shots need to be.
Yeah,
they gotta up the. Yeah, the quality's terrible. It's just like ref cam, which they always show the ref cam, but they never use the shot, and it's a terrible shot anyway.
Well, so like, do you know the camera I have that I use when I record the solo videos I have?
Yeah.
DJI make a drone with this camera on it. I haven't used this in ages, but they have a drone with this actual camera on it, which is a 4K camera. I don't know why they just didn't use that.
So I think they could have used something like that, but I believe that the lighting downgrade the quality. So
maybe
they have it's the way it was lit. You can't do it, and so doing the I don't know if it even came through because I was listening on Netflix. It didn't come in. The fuck you, turn the lights off. It's too bright. The similar turn the lights off. They had that bright light that blinded everybody. And they had to actually do it. And it was like, cheers. Even Roman was looking around like, what the fuck are they cheering? Like, I believe Roman was confused when he was pulling his table. Like, they weren't cheering his table. They were cheering. No, they turned the fucking light off finally. It was turn the lights off on one side of the arena. It's too bright. Turn the lights off. It's too bright. Going back and forth. And it would occasionally come back and be like, oh. So I'm assuming the lighting had a lot to do with the quality of those cameras.
Yeah, I think less of that. It's not necessary to do.
Yeah.
It's really
but
not.
It does show big production though, Manny. It shows big production.
It does.
You've never seen wrestling like this. It looks like an NFL game or NBA game.
Normally the production on when they do those like wide shots on Raw when they come back from commercial break, they're a lot clearer, Marcus. They're always clearer. They're never like this. This actually looked awful.
Well, you gotta take into account it's probably lighting, and then also it was streaming live.
Yeah, that's not true.
It's not what you call them, like set up or from television.
I don't know if you got it on your feed. It happened a lot when they were. I don't know if it was in commercial break, so you might have not seen it. But like a lot of the audio, for commentary, just kept dipping in and out.
Oh no, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I was in the arena, and I paid attention to the audio and what you call them.
Yeah, so it was dipping in and out here and there. Like Cole would be in the middle of a sentence, and it would just cut off. Oh. And it was like, oh, what was Michael Cole saying? That
Michael Cole's bringing up his rhetoric.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say there was massive production differences, because I feel like AEW on Max, Dynamite felt different.
Yeah,
when you
they had a
last
different quality to it. This week.
Dynamite looked a little bit different. They had a little bit more production value in it. They were doing shots that they never really did before, so that looked different. Raw just kind of felt the same. The only things that bothered me were the actual drone shots because there's too many of them.
Also, you brought it up in your live stream of the show. Those graphics were dope for next week's advertisement.
Yeah,
that was so cool. I was like, holy shit! Like it's nothing new. It's nothing new. Let me tell you the secret to what they did. It's nothing new we haven't seen before. We've seen all these video packs before, but you know what they did differently, Manny? They just slowed everything down.
No, Marcus.
It's just slow motion. It was just slow motion.
No, they don't normally do this shot. This is the shot that I don't even think they do this in the NFL because I only see it when I'm playing Madden. They load up the game and it's like you're playing as the Jets and you're playing whoever. It's like Aaron Rodgers slowly playing with the ball, with no gloves on, anything, with no helmet on, and then you see the other opposing quarterback doing the exact same thing. They go head to head. It was very UFC.
Yeah. I don't know if UFC had that quality. I've never been like, ooh, shit. I was like, oh man, look at these guys. Larry Valkyrie and Dakota Kai. I was like, I need to see this match.
No, so there was the two of those, and then they did a separate one for Finn Balor and Damian Priest. When it was still images of even those look good. Yeah.
And then the Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig looked like a person in amazing shape. And Sheamus, I was like, God damn, everybody looks larger than life. They look like they're walking it towards me. Because the screen is huge anyway. It looked like everybody was walking through my screen. That's how crisp and clear it was.
It was so good.
I was blown away by that. I was like, wow. They better bring that out every week.
Every week. I love aesthetics like that.
Yeah. But it was just the motion graphic that we used to get when people do their taunts, but they slowed it down, but just higher quality, video quality.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this is so cool.
I didn't understand the point of Undertaker and Rhea Ripley after Undertaker came out after the Rhea Ripley thing. I just did not get it whatsoever. I was like, is he passing the torch to Rhea?
That's Bill and Mark, Manny. That's Bill and Mark. I don't think he's passing to Rhea because Bianca currently has a WrestleMania streak. Bianca's the WrestleMania streak holder.
Yeah, but he'd probably passed the Gothic face to her. That is yours now.
Well, last time he did, he passed it to Bray Wyatt and shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I feel like Bray dropped the ball. And it's a shame. It's a shame.
Bray? No, Manny, hold on. First of all,
No,
Bray passed away only a little bit after that. He passed a little bit after that. How dare you? He dropped the ball. You dropped the ball, Bray.
No, but like everything, I'm being honest. Everything Bray did, again, is just exactly how the Wyatt Six is right now. It was all shits and gigs on the way to it, on the way to their arrival. When they arrived, the spectacle was great. Yeah. Then the matches happened, and they were all terrible.
Yeah, but I can also see it being Rhea Ripley is now the female Undertaker. She's the women's Undertaker, which works. Yeah. If she came out dressed with the hat and all that shit one day and all golf, and then it switched, before Undertaker entered, then this is my brutality, I think the crowd would react to like positive. It would be that. I guess we can move on to the second match of the show.
That was Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I thought Eric was extremely bored, and I said Eric hates women because he came in the live chat the moment this match was on.
But first he walked out.
Yes,
he didn't know this match was next. He left after The Rock, and there was something. What was in between? There was like a little stuff in between. He went to the bathroom and stuff. So and then he came back, and then I think the match was already in progress. No, the entrance Liv was he came out after Liv entrance. So I think that's where his motivation of I can go to the phone here. He's been trained by Divas matches, man. It's not his fault.
I thought it was a relatively good match. It was supposed to be a last woman standing match, but that got changed on the day.
Yeah, I'm assuming they got changed because Tribal Combat was happening. Yeah. It'll be back to back. And then they're doing the street fight next week. I can see the meeting going like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
We can't do it back to back. And they can't go this part of the show. They can't do that. And it's the same thing. So we'll save that for Saturday night's main event or something. But I thought it was fine. Didn't hate it. It was a fine match. I thought the payoff at the end of Dominic getting kicked in the nuts and then the riptide. I was expecting somebody to come out the end. I expected Becky or Charlotte to come out the end.
Yeah, it needed something. The show needed something. Like, yeah, Undertaker, yeah, Hulk Hogan there. Cool. It needed someone to return.
Yeah.
There's nothing that stands out on this show to go, did you catch Raw last night? This happened.
Well, no, I think if you were Boo Boo the Foo, who just knows all on Netflix, and I'm gonna click. I just respected Boo Boo the Foo. You know what? Raw's on Netflix. Let me see. I think it's memorable. Oh, I got to see The Rock. I got to see Hogan. John Cena came out and gave this farewell speech in LA and talked about that. I think you got all those moments. Roman won his Ulafala. Like, if you were just a casual, I think you got more than what you bargained for. You got all the top names.
Yeah.
So, as Triple H said in an interview, there's always a next week. Everybody can't be on the next show. So, to keep people talking, you would probably have, Becky could come out next week. Or and confront Rhea, or Charlotte can come out and compete. And then he was also comparing SmackDown. He can't make Raw too big of a deal, and leave SmackDown being like, it's like that. So he's according to him, he strategically planned it out where he wants certain things to happen. So neither show is bigger than the other, and each show feels like there was something special that happened. So I can see next week one of those surprises coming out, or dwindling about throughout the week, the weeks.
Yeah, and then so this brings me nicely to our next clip. Come prepared today, Marcus.
I didn't realize you had so many clips. When did you sleep? When did you sleep?
I have had 4 hours sleep today.
I call that every day. But that sounds tough. It's really tough. No, I don't understand why you people in the Sharpshooter universe on this channel. Manny deserves his flowers because he's killing himself.
For your fucking entertainment.
Entertainment. All right, go ahead. You need me to remove the thing again?
Yeah, and then if you change the layout to the one with the, I can do that.
Okay, I can do it. I can do it. Oh, I was waiting for you to do.
So worried about what you may be inhaling on your way to compete for a moment.
I smelled it. He ain't let me inhale it. I couldn't.
Is this what we doing?
Come on, I was about to.
Hey,
I ain't trying. I had to go work. Yeet, though. Yeet.
that was your.
Yeet. There was like little kids over there, too.
Waving it the other way, I hope.
It was me. I was looking at Travis like this.
Jay West.
It was hilarious. So let me point out two things. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put it back.
No,
no, wrong one. No. Shit.
I got it.
Let me point out a few things. I thought Travis Scott looked really cool. Coming out with the weed. I thought it looked really cool. He come out and then
I thought he was vaping. I didn't think he was smoking a blunt.
No, that was a full-on blunt, and I was like, oh! And then, not only that, when he took the hit, I went, oh, shit! Then, on top of that, we thought he went along in the crowd. We thought he went along. We was like, oh, if you remember the guy standing behind him, DJ Khaled's with him.
Was he?
That was not DJ Khaled. When I go back and watch the footage, I was like, oh, that's not DJ Khaled. It looked like DJ Khaled at first. The man was a lot smaller than DJ Khaled.
The yeeting went on for ages on TV.
Exhausted. Yeah.
I was tired. So I was like, I hope Marcus is doing the Tribal Chief Challenge, even though we are not together. I am hoping he's doing it because I did it. I
half did it, and I couldn't do it. Just too sick. I was like, I just can't do this. But the yeeting of doing it, and I got up and did it, and then it went on again. And then I was like, all right, we're going to do it. And then I stopped, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And then I saw Michael and Pat on the table, and Ryan was like, you can't let Michael Cole beat you. Who's flailing like this?
Michael Cole was two-stepping while he was doing it.
Yeah, I don't know how a man can have so little rhythm. It was so little rhythm.
You know what he looked like? He looked like Kermit the Frog when his arms go up and down like
yeah, and it was the struggle of him getting up on the table too.
Getting down. I thought getting down was even worse.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, Michael's struggling. But it was entertaining, fun. But I was like, this is going on too long. And then I was like, they just kept, it was like, this is a commercial. I was like, no wonder this is still going on. This is still going on. Travis Scott passed out the chair and immediately took it out. I don't know if that's the truth, but I know they showed him sit down, him and his blood, and then he sat down, looked comfortable, and then he was immediately gone.
Yeah, he was gone. I thought they were gonna mic him up. I don't know, but that hardcore new WWE title looked kind of decent.
Yeah, he was the Undertaker gave him to that at a show, right? I believe.
No, Triple H.
And then Triple H gave it to him at one of his shows, and that's when they announced it. Which, it's not a real title, but it's nice that he has it. Mm-hmm. Shocked no Snoop Dogg on the show.
I think he's an AEW guy now, isn't he?
No, he last appeared in WWE.
He's related to that snake.
Remember he brought up... Yeah, he brought up the. Remember, he had that gold title that was going on for WrestleMania. Yeah.
He did. So Drew takes on Jay. I thought the match was okay.
It was as good as a Jey Uso match could be.
Drew hit a
Let's be honest.
disgusting Claymore.
It's all right. Which one?
Yeah,
I think he hit 2, right?
yeah, the first one. I
Well,
thought
that was
Drew
a
should
good
have
one.
won this, just to diversify, balance heels and faces losing.
But they're not doing that. It just wasn't about that, man. It was about making the crowd happy. It's the house show rules.
It was. Hogan got booed out of the arena. We didn't even cover John Cena. He said he's going to enter the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about John.
John had everyone eating out of the palm of his hand.
Yeah. We're all such marks. We all became marks. All the 12-year-olds became 6-year-olds again. All the 40-year-olds became 20-year-olds again. We were all happy just to see John. And honestly, when his music hit, everybody was shocked. People ran back to their seats because, you know, the match ended. You thought you had a commercial break. Who knows what's going to happen? John immediately comes out. You know, he comes out, does his shit. It was so loud at one point, or maybe it was an audio issue, that you had no clue what John Cena was saying immediately. Like he said, it was like, is he speaking gibberish or we just can't hear? Because the crowd was immediately chanting, "Thank you, John," as soon as he come out before he said anything. It was just like he tried to do whatever he had to say, but it was like, let's go. You know, see, it was a million different chants going on at the same time. It was very confusing.
So I covered.
And then
this
he had everybody eat out the palm of their heads.
Yeah, so I covered this during the live stream because Eric texted me saying that John Cena is doing the
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett. What's he calling the final? the last outlaw.
Last outlaw.
Speech that happened on Dynamite. But John Cena's more believable.
Oh, he killed it. It was
not just because he's an actor now, but because at least John, there was also believability. Like John Cena didn't have to go to make his own company to give himself a title. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to make a match named after himself. He didn't have to do that.
So let me tell you this. Let me tell you the difference in contrast between this one. So, also, in a funny note about the Jeff Jarrett speech. So Ryan hadn't watched AEW in a bit, and he was shocked to hear about the Pointer Sisters. He was shocked to hear about Cope. But we started telling Jeff Jarrett, and then we were in the car, and Eric said, "You know what, Ryan? I'm just going to play it for you from the show." So, as we're pulling up into the arena, loud as it can be from Eric's car, it's the Jeff Jarrett speech as we're just in a standstill of traffic. I'm going for the title one last time. Last Outlaw 2025. And I'm like, oh shit. So he does all the difference between John Cena and Jeff Jarrett is probably 30 years. John is old, but Jeff Jarrett debuted in 1986.
Marcus?
Yes.
His debut is older than me.
Yes.
Also, but I want to say, the difference in these things was, Jeff Jarrett was maybe saying this to maybe what? 2,000 people?
Yeah. Down in front of about 14, 13.
John was doing it to about 14,000 people, maybe at push, if they're going to do it, 16,000 people.
They claim 17, which, if I looked around, if I did an eye test, 13, maybe 14,000, maybe a 3,000 difference. But it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people. When he said, damn, it's a lot of people, at that moment, it looked like a lot of people. It looked like, because everybody went back in their seats, you get the full scope of everything. And the way the clip is, it looks like the crowd is on top of you. Mm. So when he went damn, I really felt like he really meant that. Like, God damn, this is a lot of people.
And then, so, John saying, like, who's he going to face? And then, is he going to beat the 17 title range? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not gonna happen, guys. And he's like, it's because of the streak. And the streak you talk about is a losing streak.
Yeah.
I'm
He
like,
brought
don't matter
up-
about that, John. You can get a main event like that. If
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Jarrett can
Then
claim-
you deserve a chance.
If Jeff Jarrett can claim he's gonna go for the world title, you can go for any title you want, John.
Yeah, into the casino gauntlet, John. Into the casino gauntlet. You can get it. But, you know, when he was saying never, and then he brought up, you know, it's impossible to streak. He need a miracle. And when he said never, I was like, but John, never give up. John, never give up. That's the one.
Never give up, John. Never.
Never give up. He's giving up. And then he goes, I can win the Royal Rumble. And the way the crowd reacted was, oh. I was like, you
No,
fool.
I felt
Including me.
I felt the emotion going on. I was like, I was watching myself react to this nonsense. I was like, oh, he could enter the Royal Rumble. He could win.
Manny, do you remember the scene of Robin Hood Man in Tights? It's an older movie. Started a very young Dave Chappelle. And it's the archery scene where it looks like Robin has lost. He's like, I lost? And they can pull out the script and go, what do you mean? I get a last shot. He gets a last shot and everybody pulls out the script. Oh, he does get a last shot. So that's what I felt like at this moment.
I'll tell you what it felt like.
Huh?
I'll tell you what it felt like. Do
Okay.
the whole I can win the Royal Rumble.
Or, guys, I can win Money in the Bank. I can win Elimination Chamber. Or,
What's this?
I can
What's this?
win For a Nightmare Before Christmas. You're right. It was. It was like, oh, yeah. He's like, it's a lottery shoot, but I can't. And then the best part of it, where he looked into the camera and said, I will win the Royal Rumble.
Yes!
And it was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he's serious.
Where he's going to do it. The fact that online they reported John Cena has no other obligations but WWE for the rest of the year shows he's committed. He lost weight for it. Like I 100%. I've been calling it since he said his last run. I don't care. I'm not going to bring up the footage, but I've been saying he's going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to win the WWF title or WWE title for the last time, and then he's going to lose it and retire, and that's going to be his last year.
There's one thing. Well, I think they might give him the Sting.
Oh, wow.
I think they might give him the Sting send off where he just retired the title.
Nah, I don't think you do it. See, Sting did it with a tag title. I find that cool. That's fine.
What?
The world title is too important.
No, but Marcus, what if this is the plan? And then what if the 2026 Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, which we haven't fucking talked about?
Oh, I'm going to talk about it. I'll be yeah. Go ahead.
What if that men's Royal Rumble match is for the title? It's happened before.
It has.
Twice. What if it could happen?
It could happen. I'm not 100% against it. We haven't did that in forever.
Yeah.
I think the last person to do it was Vince, right?
No.
Isn't that how Vince won the title? He won Austin's title via that?
No, Triple H did it. A lot sooner, more recently.
Oh, yeah. For the build for WrestleMania 32 against Roman.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh. But I'm all for that. But
Was it Roman or was it Daniel Bryan?
It was Roman. He fought Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30 so Bryan could get to the main event to fight Orton and Batista.
Okay.
But I'm looking for. I hope John stay healthy through this whole run.
But that was the question I would have. Do you know during the press conferences afterwards for this one?
Yeah.
I thought someone would have asked, "What if you get injured? Is that it? You're done? Like is that you're done, or are you gonna put on extra time?" I would have thought someone would have asked that question because that's more important. Is like he's what? He's approaching 50, if not already, and you get injured a lot more often.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Roman won that Rumble. We don't know what Rumble would happen. Roman won that Rumble and went after Triple H. We don't. Just know it happened, okay? It doesn't
it
matter if
happened.
we're
It
right.
happened, all right,
It
people.
happened. People had a title match in the Royal Rumble. It's happened. Yeah, so if he's in... What was the answer if he's injured? Sorry.
If he's injured, is the run over? Is it done? Or is he going to come back?
Yeah. What did he answer?
He didn't. That's
Oh,
the thing
okay.
that no one asked that question. If I was in that room, that's the question I would have been asking.
That's the number
And
one question.
I don't want to put like ill will on the actual run that he's doing. But like he hasn't been in the ring for a very long time, and he hasn't really taken bumps.
Yeah, mostly done tag matches every night. His last singles match was against what, Austin Theory?
No, I think it was Solo.
Oh yeah, Solo. Yeah, so he hasn't had a match in a long time, and it's a possibility. He's older.
Yeah,
He's more likely to get hurt. But I'm saying play it smart. But he could wrestle the Jerry the King Lawler, Jeff Jarrett style, and pull off the John Cena moves.
yeah, that is true. And then
He is fighting in Money in the Bank and Elimination Chamber for whatever reason.
He's fighting at those events. He may not be in those matches.
He said, remember when he originally announced it? He said, I've never been, he's been in, but he said he's going to fight in his last Elimination Chamber match. And he wants to enter Money in the Bank.
You don't need to
I think we're getting him in all. I honestly think we should get him in all of them. I don't think he should win the. I haven't predicted he's going to win the Rumble, but I don't think he should. I think he should fight all the way to the end to try to win the world title, and then, although main event WrestleMania seems like a big deal.
It will be. Then we get the main event: CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. I feel like this was the main event. It was really good.
Yeah. Biggest crowd reaction of the night was for this match.
Yeah. CM Punk wins in the most laziest fashion I've seen imaginable.
What? I love this finish.
Yeah. Do you know why you love this finish?
Why?
Because it's not original, Marcus.
Oh, who did this? I can't.
He did this already. He did this in AEW.
Did he? I forgot it.
Look, I'll bring it up.
It was a big roll for it, let me tell you guys. Moxley up on the shoulder.
GTS!
He got the GTS in. Good pop.
Can he do it?
CM Punk held bent.
He got it!
I wonder if I had the same reaction of loving it did too. I bet you I did.
It's over.
I like the finish.
You didn't because we didn't watch All Out when this was on.
No, but I'm sure I watched All Out. I seen that match.
Yeah, it's the same finish. Lazy.
I did not recall that finish. I didn't recall
Lazy.
it. I don't.
And then
you know what?
No,
It's the AEW effect.
Roman, I'm done. If it's done,
Yeah.
if it's done the Roman,
Oh no.
I'm done.
He has to do it. He has to do it against Roman, Manny. He has to do all Shield members like this. But oh man, the difference. That's the difference between WWE and AEW is that WWE will play a spot over and over where you remember it and it burns in your head, unless it's the Royal Rumble winner for the title. But they will play a spot over and over and you burn it. AEW, they don't ever replay shit. So I forgot that happened. I went, oh, when you showed it, I was like, oh, I remember this match. But I did like the finish of him just falling into it like, oh. Although CM Punk almost injured himself doing this spot this time, as he couldn't stand up this time.
I thought he injured himself like very early in the match where he dropped off the apron and landed on his knees. I was like, old men should not be landing on their knees, or even from that apron. That's not high, but it's not safe.
Yeah. But the results of Seth losing, clean, definitive win, no story after. How do you feel about that?
More to this. I feel there'll be more to this.
Even Michael Cole is like, can Seth live with himself after this?
Yeah. There's that, and then CM Punk on the YouTube show was declaring that 2025 he's winning everything. The Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, the Elimination Chamber.
These are the people I want to see try to win, though. These are the top guys. You have Roman, Punk, and Cena all declaring stuff, even though Roman's declaration was January 27th at the 2K25 door. I don't know what he's declaring, but I'm going to say he's in the game. He's in this.
I think maybe the cover athlete. Rumored to return on the 27th of January is Goldberg.
Oh, no, I don't want that. Weren't they supposed to fight before COVID too? Wasn't that the match?
That was the WrestleMania match, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then Strowman had to step in, right? Because Roman was like, fuck this.
Roman was like, fuck this, I'm sick. Fuck COVID.
Calling out. But overall, I thought it was a very fun event. I thought, they presented everything as a big deal. But I don't believe this was the first Raw episode on Netflix. Next week will be the first Raw episode on Netflix.
Yeah, do you know what this should have been? This was Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
That's what we got. It was a elongated Saturday Night Main Event. This did not need to be 3 hours. It really did not need to be 3 hours long. No. You could have fit everything they did in a 2-hour slot.
Yeah. You could have. Like, you could have cut a lot of, quote-unquote, theatrics, the fan showing and all that. Yeah. Although, how could you resist? How could you resist showing these randos in the crowd? It's L.A. You got to treat it like a Laker game, even though you're in the Clipper Arena. Also, we did point out my highlight of the night. Didn't know I was getting these fools on the night. The New Day. I thought they stole the show. I thought Kofi Kingston's new look of shaving the mustache and the fur coat was so evil looking.
I know he's from Nigeria. I know he's from Ghana, yeah, Marcus. But he looked like what I imagine a Nigerian scammer to look like.
I know. He looked like the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. And Woods on top of that, holding his drink. The petty shots.
That little drink was not even looking that nice.
No, it looked like he done drank way too much, and the ice, just the ice that has melted remaining. The cut to them at the Netflix party, them just in the corner, just hating in the corner. Them in the back talking about, you got time for this? You got time for Fluffy? You ain't got time to hear while we turned on Big E? Nobody wants to hear our explanation? I thought...
Marcus, they had a backstage segment with Topanga too, and they got rejected by Topanga. And Eric, but no one talks about Eric.
No one talks about him.
They didn't even give him a nameplate. He was there, but no one gave a damn.
No one cared. No, there's Daniel Fisher. But, I was like, this is the other guy. I couldn't remember his name. I was like,
Wilfredo or something?
Yeah, I don't honestly know his name. I don't know his real name anymore. But I was like, this is the other guy from Boy Meets World. Oh, also, second biggest heat of the night, other than Hogan, Ashton Kutcher. How dare he show up?
What's wrong with him?
He got booed. Well, he has, so you know how, what's his name? The one that's going to jail for that 70 show. Masterson. Danny Masterson.
Yeah.
He wrote letters to plead for his innocence, when he was in court and release him or something. And he's had heat ever since.
Some bullshit.
So Ashton Kutcher has heat on him.
So yeah, that was a show for me. If this happened on a regular Raw, I would have said it was okay. It was a good episode of Raw. But because you sold this to me as a 3-hour PLE, which the mid-card mess had people thinking it was going to be 3 hours and a half, and I was like, what are you going to do for the extra half an hour? Not feature any other wrestlers.
Yeah. Leave Santos off the card again. Mention Daddy.
It was weird though because there was no tags. No tags whatsoever. It was a great
night. It's a serious show when there's no tags.
It was a great night for me.
WWE stands. It's a serious night. We can't have any of that tag match bullshit.
And I learned something today. Today also, Marcus. NXT has been Thea Hale free since November.
I know.
It's great. This is great. When I realized that, Marcus, Zippity Doodah started playing in my head.
Manny, you know what you just did? You know what you just did?
I'm tempting fate.
Tonight, she is the New Year's Evil. She's back.
I'm tempting fate. I know that.
And she's gonna cost Ren Sinclair something.
Don't you dare speak that evil.
It's New Year's Evil, man. So The Rock's gonna be on tonight's show. It seems like a big deal. It's gonna be probably the highest rated NXT ever.
Yeah, I'll be watching it.
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna do the live?
Yeah. I need to get some sleep first. So
I know.
I will need to take a nap, and then get up and stream it. Well, I will say though, the whole live process for WWE, I didn't know what to expect, and it worked surprisingly well. No problem, no buffering issues or anything.
Yeah, you should have known it was gonna be okay, Manny, when the NFL went out there and threw Beyonce out there and they did all that shit. The NFL can take it.
No losses in quality at any point.
What are you talking about? They did those drone shots. But you know what I mean?
That was forced. That was forced.
Yeah. No buffering or anything like that. But yeah, the whole presentation felt like, oh, the WWE's a big deal. Here it is.
Yeah.
And that's what they presented. That's what most people got out of it. And that's the big takeaway of the show. This feels like a big deal. Everybody seemed to be happy after they left the show. I didn't hear any bitching and complaining about at the arena. About, I didn't do it. You pretty much got everything. Except for one thing. And I'm tired of it. I want to know what's going on. God damn it, someone needs to bring it up. Someone's on a power trip, and I think it's Triple H. Where's Steve Austin? What have they done to him? Why don't they ever bring Steve Austin? He lives in California!
Oh, did you see The Rock reject and leave Triple H hanging in the back?
Yeah, the gorilla, yeah.
Yeah. To the point it was so bad that Triple H grabbed him afterwards.
Yeah. Like, hey man. You just hugged Jimmy. You high-fived Doc Hayes. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I may do an NXT stream tonight, depending on this sleep I get, because I do have to go to work tomorrow. I actually have to be in the office tomorrow.
So, what that means, guys, donate to the show. Keep Manny and Marcus outside of the office or their workplace so we can do more live streams and stuff. I may join you tonight. We'll see how I feel. I mean, technically, other than my voice right now, I feel fine, and the sniffling and the really cold shakes right now. But I'm fine.
Are you sick? Are you sick? Or are you going for withdrawal? What's going on?
Just need to
are you sick? Or are you going for
cocaine.
withdrawal?
No, let me tell you how bad this cold is. For some reason, since I left Raw, and I walk, Manny, I would say 10 miles a day at my job. 10 miles a day. That's minimal. It's probably about 20. 10 miles a day, minimum at my job.
What are you doing every day?
It's over 20,000, something like that.
That's not 10 miles, bro.
I don't know. I told you I'm not doing the full thing because it goes overnight. The calculation's off. But I'm saying minimum. I'm saying minimum 10 miles. But it's probably probably higher. It's probably higher. Oh, so I do that, and I'm normally fine. But since I got this cold, for the past 3 days, I've had the worst leg cramps. Like, I'm sick and I finally sleep, and I stretched my leg last night and I'm knocked out, and then all of a sudden I'm woken up by double leg cramps, like my third time. I'm like, oh God, I can't fucking, why? And I'm like punching my fucking head, like this is bullshit.
I hate that. Do you know immediately when you're in pain, you think, I feel better if I just hit it. Like it's a broken TV in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Come on, goddamn. Just fucking do something. Why is it like this? I'm drinking all this fluid. I'm drinking water. Why am I cramping up at this currently moment? Like, it is the worst feeling. And it's happened 3 times in the past 15 hours, probably. Like,
How
why
much
is my
sleep
legs?
have you actually had in the last? I
I
want to say
don't
in the
know.
last 48 hours. How much sleep have you actually had?
I say about maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah, your body's
8 or 9
rejecting. Your body's actually dying, Marcus. You need to sleep.
8 or 9 hours. I know when I came home from work, I kind of just passed out yesterday before the PLE. Woke up to like 11 or 12 text messages from Ryan and Eric and figuring out the plan. Going like this until Eric called me, where I didn't even answer the phone. I was groggy and went, oh, blah, blah, blah. But other than that, that was about 4 there. And then last night, rewatching Raw. Couldn't really sleep well. Watch all like clips and stuff from stuff like on YouTube. Caught up on my Skip Bayless news.
Yeah.
You know about all that, right? The FS1
No.
lawsuit? Huh?
No.
Oh man, it's a lot going on there, and I don't want to bring it up. I'll bring it up off the show, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Just say he offered somebody $1.5 million to have sex with him. Come on, Skip.
That's worse than Vince.
And then he said, "You had sex with Shannon? Why can't you have sex with me?" So he's involved in it. Joy Taylor's involved with it. Apparently she fucked her way to the top. FS1 is a mess right now, Manny, and that's kind of what's going on. And there's a whole harassment suit going on. Stephen A. touched on it. Marcellus touched on it. Everybody's touching it. It's going around. So I got caught up into that in the middle of the night. So
I'm doing something even worse, Marcus. You know how I had a subscription of for WWE Network.
yeah,
I don't have that anymore. So I now have Paramount Plus.
yeah. I have Paramount Plus because they went on deal for Black Friday for $2.99. I was like, why not?
Guess what I've been watching on it, Marcus?
Go ahead.
You would think Ink Master, but no, I'm not watching Ink Master.
Dexter. You're watching Dexter Origins or whatever it's called.
No, I'm watching Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore, The Vacation, or whatever it's called.
Why?
I am watching that
Why?
because 1, I feel like I needed some trash in my life. 2, they are always fucking fighting. Some way they find a way to fight.
Didn't even know that was on there. Didn't even know. Oh, they probably got the Real World from way back too, huh? I'm gonna check that shit out.
The worst part was before I started watching Jersey Shore Family Vacation, I watched all 6 seasons of the original Jersey Shore.
I may have seen 30 minutes total time of Jersey Shore.
No, I love it's garbage.
I think I
It's
seen the first few episodes with The Situation or something like that, and I was like, "What is this shit? This is
went to
bad.
prison.
I don't like where television's going. This is the early 2000s. I was like, I do not like where television's going."
Yeah, but he's what was it? He's in the Family Vacation. He's getting done for tax evasion.
Oh, it's the same people?
Yeah, it's the same people.
Fuck.
One of them's got a kid, and once again in a toxic relationship. Great, it's great TV.
Manny, I'm going to just take your word for it and say pass. I'm going to say pass. I passed on it 300 years ago. I'm going to pass on it now. So
Watch
on
it.
Peacock.
Watch it. It'll be because you miss Vince McMahon. Go watch it. It's exactly the same type of booking.
Well played.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my next thought. Oh, on Peacock. This was so me watching the Jersey Shore would be me and the equivalent going to Peacock, as in they have rehashed or dug up Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, and they're doing a show on there. And
I saw a clip of that.
I have no intention to watch that either. I watched The Simple Life to the point. I watched it all the way.
Paris Hilton looks the same, roughly. Nicole, I don't know what happened to her.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I just saw
don't
the.
know what happened to her. She looked different.
I saw the thing. They recast her. I saw it and I was like, "Oh my god, why did they bring this back?" And then I was like, I did watch All the Simple Life. Let's go back. No, I'm not clicking that button. I'm not clicking that. I refuse to go back into the 2000s reality TV. It just seems like it was so bad. The first I go back is Old Hell's Kitchen with cursing. That's the first I would go back. Just to hear how bad it really was. We can't say any of this shit anymore. You fat fucking donkey. You black piece of shit. Like, this was what the cast members were saying to each other.
Did you watch any of the New Japan AEW shit over the weekend?
I wanted to, but for some reason, instead of watching that, I decided to rewatch Raw on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then on your feed, well, of course, watching the Manny watch along. And on your feed, when you brought it up and you were like, "Oh, Kenny had a good match." Oh yeah, I was like, "Oh fuck, I need to watch the Game Kid Kenny match." I keep forgetting.
Do you know, it was really off-putting though, the constant calling people motherfuckers and shit on it.
Hey,
and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like, this feels wrong.
I like that. I like that New Japan, because they get away with it because, you know, the target audience isn't speaking. Yeah. Oh, come on, motherfucker. Come on. What did you think of the Kenny Game Kid match? I heard it's really good. I'm sure Melcher gave it 7 stars or some shit.
It was really good because they really played into the fact that Kenny's coming back from a serious injury.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they were like, "Oh, he kicked him in the stomach. He's going for the stomach." Da, da, da. So, but I really hate. I think it was the Harry Potter looking one. I really hated him on commentary during that match.
So the news story. Oh, go ahead. Continue.
Whoever it was was so pro New Japan and hating on the fact that Kenny left and all this stuff. He was hating on it so much to the point that I was like, this is really irritating. It's actually putting me off watching this.
Yeah, but Manny, you know the news story that came out from that. I don't know if this is the same
suspended.
person. He got suspended for 2 months for talking about things. I told you it's a money mark, and he was really down at AEW. And Eric, when it brought up to him, he was like, you know, that seems a bit harsh, but I was like, no, not these times. So AEW is struggling, man. You can't be talking about how bad we are with this partnership and talking all this shit. Fuck that guy. But
how would you?
I would say it was a good week. I say it was a good weekend for wrestling. I heard Wrestle Kingdom was a really good show. I heard Wrestle Dynasty was a good show with matches, and you know, Monday Night Raw was what it is. It was a spectacle of wrestlers for television.
I feel we need a New Japan WWE collab. And I need one match. I need John Cena. Yeah, we need it.
First thing Ryan said, he's like, when he was naming the opponents, Ryan said, "Tanahashi, you coward."
He's right.
He's right. It needs to happen. It needs to happen for historical purpose, even if it's 5 minutes. I know they're all beat up.
Yeah, but Marcus, I feel Tanahashi, even though he looks pristine, he looks great. He can't go. He can't go.
Broken.
John Cena can go better than him.
I don't want to see it. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. It's like when you know how people brought up The Undertaker and Sting. It's too late, guys. We don't really need to see this now.
No, it's the fact that Ric Flair is still out there saying he's got 1 match left in it. You nearly died in the last one.
I'm shocked Rick went on the show.
Man, you don't really need him, do you? You don't need him.
No, you didn't need him, but I'm shocked.
He wouldn't get booed. That's the only thing. He wouldn't get booed.
All the shit he's done.
He wouldn't get booed.
Yeah, I mean, Hogan is on tape saying the N-word and all that shit. Ric Flair has said it. Tay Logan's told the shit. He's talked shit about him. Ric Flair somehow has stood the test of time of getting canceled. Dick helicopters and all.
Because he's Ric motherfucking Flair.
Yeah.
Whereas Hulk Hogan ain't coming back from saying the N-word. He won't.
No, it's no reason to keep trying him out there.
If you think about it, Triple H is a Republican. So's Hogan when he supported Trump, and so's the Undertaker. But you hear that gong, Undertaker wasn't getting booed like the way Hogan was, and it was because Hogan said it was racist.
Yeah, and it was the worst form of racism. I don't want to see my daughter end up with like stuff like that. Like that's the worst. And then on top of that, or on the side note, I'm done talking about Hogan and all that shit. But WWE's politics in general, it's hard to get behind. Hard to get behind a lot of stuff they're doing. The bringing in Hogan, I don't understand how that's a death spot for them. The Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia got dramatic, probably the second biggest boos of the night. Like, people were hating. And it was interesting because it was the hating of it. So we had two Middle Eastern guys walking down the stairs.
Did they get booed?
No, they didn't get booed. But they came down the stairs with their food. And they were talking about, they're talking about Riyadh. And then you hear the crowd just booing the fuck out of that Royal Rumble being in Riyadh. Just for a long period of time. And those guys are like, they're booing Riyadh.
They got one of the Riyadh sponsors on in that ring.
On the ring, yeah. What do you think of the ring set? The Fortnite in the middle and
I like it.
mats?
I don't mind it, but like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it the way like New Japan does it. You gotta have that little border around it, that nice little white border.
I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. I'm more in the tradition of the ring needs to be sacred and clear, but ever since they put all that Prime shit there, I'm like, just do what you want. I don't care.
I'm assuming the Prime sponsorship's over now, though.
Why you say that?
Because they didn't have the Prime hydration station next to the announce table. They didn't even have it on the ring. They didn't even have it on the ring with all the other sponsors.
You don't even think about it. Yeah. Oh, shit. Could be over, yeah. Logan got booed, too, when they showed his highlights, but it's fine.
Well, I heard that Saturday Night Main Event got booed as well because Hogan was on it.
Yeah, that did too. Yeah, but it's so many questionable people in WWE right now. And so many business tactics where you just go like, the morals of this company it was bad. It's been bad before, but it just seems like we're at an all-time low. You got Logan Paul, who's been scamming people for years. You got Hogan, clear racist.
Marcus, I wanted Lesnar to come out in that main event. Right at the end.
I always want Lesnar to come out.
I wanted Lesnar to come out.
Lesnar ain't hurt me.
We don't even know if that Lesnar shit is true.
Yeah, you don't know anything about Lesnar. You just want to keep it away so people don't bring it up. That's the thing about Lesnar. But Lesnar in every single moment of the show, if Lesnar's music would have hit, I would have been like, right on. After the fight for the Ula Fall, if Lesnar came out, cool. After Liv and Rhea, if Lesnar would have came out and, attacked Dom and Vince or whatever, cool. If Lesnar would have came out and attacked Cena, cool. Like, it all worked for me. Lesnar came out in any segment. It works.
The first few things I would have done? One, message Daniel because I know he hates him.
Yes.
And then also tag Maurice because I know he loves him, Brock Lesnar. Because it's great because he'll do that. Dun, dun,
I'm a Lesnar guy. I'm sorry, people. I'm a Lesnar guy.
Yeah, he needs comeback.
Also, no Trinidaddy guy, like you pointed out in the live stream. I was a little disappointed that he didn't make this show. He was priced out. I think it was to be
priced out. I just think you're just gonna get tickets.
Yeah, no, that's what I think it is. I don't think it's a price. I think the celebrities got him.
How much was the ticket cost for you to go there last night?
I haven't asked, but Eric said it cost Shantae a lot of money.
Because
I want to say it was close to $500 to be up top.
So to be up top for Raw and SmackDown in London in March, they're doing a combo ticket to sit up there for about $450, and even I think that's a stretch because you could probably barely see anything from up there. Yeah,
like I saw it, like it's still a good atmosphere to be in. I know I don't mind being up there. It's just like the atmosphere and the feel of it. Like you be there. I would like to be down closer, but it's still a good
do you
feel.
know what? I was looking, so I wasn't even looking at ringside at this point. I was looking at the first tier to sit. $1,000.
Yeah. That's
I was
where
like,
we're at
it's
right
not
now.
worth it.
It's too much. It's too high. And and I thought it was a spit in the face when The Rock announced it's the highest gate in WWE arena history. And I was like, yeah, I know why.
Well, I also was like, fuck you, Rock. How dare you come on with your glasses and take this away from Triple H? That's his thing.
I know.
That's the thing. He goes like this. Gets his pieces of paper.
Yeah. Grumble some shit. But yeah, these gates are too high, and crowd reaction shows when prices go up. Because you don't have the hardcore fans who want to go rabid and crazy. We're all up there. We're all up there.
But that's the other thing. I don't know how long this is going to maintain.
Yeah, no,
It's not sustainable what they're doing.
Yeah.
It will. The novelty will come out again. It will go stale again.
Yeah, the bubble will pop. The
Yeah.
bubble will pop.
And then wrestling will be great again because
It will be ours again.
The poor will rise.
So yeah, I know. We're done eating our $18.50 wrap burgers from under the sewer.
Actually ridiculous. To be fair though, I think I went to the O2 when I went to Money in the Bank, and that was like a £20 burger, which is worse. If you do the conversion, that's actually worse.
Yeah, but here's the people I didn't understand. You're up here in the nosebleeds. You're up here with me. We're up here together. We're broke. We all know it. We're poor people. How the hell are you going back for your 7th or 8th beer? How the fuck are you affording this? You could have got better tickets. It just came in drunk.
How much of beer would have been in that arena? It had to be at least
Beer,
like 15.
it's like 23, something like that.
Marcus, I ain't coming ever to an event in America. Fuck this shit.
Those ridiculous prices. It was ridiculous. So it's ridiculous prices, and I don't know if it was just the Inuit dub or if it's just the way it is now in the world.
No, because
I'm like, this has to just be LA, right?
Yeah,
It's the Dodgers, it's the Lakers, it can't be everywhere. Like if I went to Massachusetts or Mississippi, it can't be like this.
I think I spent maybe $40 when I went to MetLife for fries and like chicken tenders, 2 lots of them, and then
New York would be another one, yeah.
Yeah, and then 2 sodas. That was like $40. That was reasonable.
Yeah, it's reasonable. But I'm sure if it was a no, you were at a football game. Never mind. Nah, probably the prices.
The Jets are trash, Marcus. You have to give us something.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. That might be Jets prices.
However, I do want to state one thing.
Yes.
In 2025, the Jets are undefeated. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, you can hang that up. You can have that one.
Whatever, man. You made the playoffs, all right? You may have lost, but you made the playoffs, okay?
Yeah.
Let me have this. Let me have this. I don't
Jordan
have much.
Love got hurt a little bit. I'll let you have that, man. I'll let you have it. Enjoy it.
I'm actually thinking the Vikings could actually make the Super Bowl.
I don't think so. Didn't they get blown out this week?
Yeah, but it's like the last. They already made the playoffs.
Yeah, but you don't want to start off good. You want to have some momentum. You don't want to get blown out.
I just don't know if Sam Darnold is going to be able to get them all the way. But their defense is really good.
Yeah. I don't think they can beat. I believe the Super Bowl champion is coming out the NFC North. It could be the Vikings, it could be the Lions, it could be the Packers. But at the AFC side, you got those fucking Chiefs. For God's sakes, do something.
Beat the Chiefs.
Someone do something.
Can someone give me a late hit on the frog? Give me a late hit that takes him out.
Good old fashioned. Oh, that was a dirty play. That should never. Give me one of those. That should never be in the game. What a thug! Give me one of those. Give me a thug on the field.
Give me one of those. Give me a intentional ground, not an intentional, an intentional slamming into the ground.
Yeah. Fuck.
Come on, defensive lineman, just a spine buster on him. Just a spine buster.
Manny, but hold on. I want to stop all conversation. Let's end the show. Let's end the show. You're coming back for NXT. You need to get some rest. We're an hour and 25 minutes into it. I believe I'm coming back as well. But okay. I got to figure out how I'm going to watch it live.
VPN, Marcus. NordVPN. You sponsor us, and we'll say the rest of it.
You know what? Maybe I will. I can pay for it. I'm a man of $1,000.
All right, we out. We'll be back. We'll be back on Thursday. We'll be back tonight, but we'll be back on Thursday too.
Who knows? Special episode of ETE comes out Wednesday. No.
Technically, tonight is ETE. It'd be Wednesday.
No, ETE would come out Wednesday. Oh, it would be Wednesday
for me. We out. Peace.
I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control. And I think I like By the way, I would tell you this. This is why I know I could never have a successful business. I would look at the competition and be just as petty, and I would have started wrong with the same song.
I was not.
And then would have been like, dude, change the song right away just for fun.
Nah, do you know what song I would have used?
What?
Do you remember?
Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's what I think Eric said. He's like, if you're gonna go old, go with a Hall of Fame rock and roll group like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Legendary. Okay. Elton John, like they did for Collision. Legendary. The Pointer Sisters is a stretch.
Oh yeah, we'll be back later tonight. Peace.